Welcome back, Bitcoiners. I'm Drew, your host of Deciphered, a show from Blockstream that shows best practices in Bitcoin by exploring some of the neat features in our products like Blockstream Green, Jade, Satellite, and more. In today's episode, we'll be doing an overview of the Liquid network and show you how to get liquid Bitcoin using SideSwap. But first, let's start by learning more about Liquid and the network itself. Liquid is a Bitcoin Layer 2 solution enabling the fast, confidential settlement and issuance of digital assets, such as stablecoins, security tokens, NFTs, and other financial instruments on top of Bitcoin. It was designed to replace a broken financial system that relies heavily on centralized trust, intermediaries, and custodians, and replace it with one with distributed trust, privacy, and self-custody. Users often refer to Liquid as Bitcoin's financial layer, similar to how Lightning is looked at as Bitcoin's payment layer. Financial markets and instruments like equities, bonds, and securities are a major staple in modern capital markets. In a hyper-Bitcoinized future, they will not disappear and instead will be integrated on top of Bitcoin through an additional layers, like Liquid. Next, let's go into some of the features and benefits of using Liquid and how it provides users with new capabilities on top of Bitcoin. So unlike the Bitcoin blockchain, where a new block is created based on the proof-of-work algorithm, which provides a new block every 10 minutes, the Liquid network produces a new block like clockwork every minute, achieving final settlement in 2 blocks, otherwise 2 minutes. This is in stark contrast to the Bitcoin blockchain, where final settlement is considered to be final after 6 blocks, which is roughly 60 minutes. Because blocks are certain and happen every 1 minute on Liquid, it's easier for developers to build financial tools like options contracts that require more deterministic execution. More frequent blocks also help to keep transactions fees low on the Liquid network, which are roughly only a few cents at the moment. Liquid also allows for the tokenization and issuance of other digital assets natively with only a few command line prompts. All you need to do is run your own Liquid node, where you can use a myriad of other asset issuance tools, such as Classic CoinOS or the Spectre wallet. Blockstream also has a new asset issuer tool that's featured on our website, where financial institutions can create their own stablecoins, equity tokens, or bonds, or even just everyday users who want to create their own NFTs or tokens that represent something. We'll be doing another Deciphered video in the future on this great new tool, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Another big feature in Liquid are confidential transactions. This blinds the asset type and the amount when sending transactions by default. A note to keep in mind is you can always choose to turn confidential transactions off for auditing purposes if need be. To help us better understand the importance of confidential transactions and the technology behind it, let's call up James Dorfman. He's one of the young, bright engineers on the Blockstream team that works on Liquid. So with that, let's call James.
Hey Drew, James here. Thanks for having me on. I'm a big fan of the show. Confidential transactions are an extremely cool idea, which originated in a proposal from Dr. Adam Back on the Bitcoin Talk forum in 2013. They were implemented in 2018 on Liquid. As Drew mentioned, when you use confidential transactions on Liquid, asset type and amount are hidden. Now this is different from a public blockchain like Bitcoin. On Bitcoin, the values in each transaction are publicly visible to anyone with a copy of the ledger. This means that if I send you 10,000 sats in exchange for some fitness advice, any third party can see it on the blockchain. Of course, most observers of the transaction won't know that the Bitcoin address in question belongs to me. However, what if I obtain this Bitcoin from an exchange? Or what if my employer paid it to me for my salary? These parties will be able to see exactly how many sats I sent. With confidential transactions on Liquid, the values in each transaction appear obfuscated to third-party observers. This means that only the sender and the recipient are aware of the amounts being transacted. This is great for privacy. Furthermore, users can similarly hide the asset type itself, preventing unwanted third parties from knowing whether you're sending L-BTC, Tether, BMN, or one of the other many assets on Liquid. Confidential transactions are completely optional on Liquid, so you can choose to make unblinded transactions at any time. This ability to make non-confidential transactions is very useful for financial institutions or asset issuers that need to meet compliance laws. However, for the everyday user, having this feature available is still extremely powerful, since it gives you more control over your financial privacy. For more information about confidential transactions and other features unique to Liquid, join me on the Liquid Community Telegram, where a lot of interesting discussions take place. Thanks again for having me on, Drew. I'll see you next time.
Thanks, James. That was a great summary. We can't wait to have you on in the future to break down some more complex topics for us. Thanks, dude. James is a genius. Now that we have a basic understanding of some of the new capabilities Liquid provides Bitcoin, let's explore some of the things that you can do right now on the Liquid network as just a general user. Liquid brings a whole new host of financial tooling to users. Some of these new capabilities users and businesses can use are trustlessly swapping assets like Bitcoin, USDT, and security tokens like the BMN on platforms such as SideSwap and SideShift. You can also dollar cost average into Bitcoin using these swap platforms. Send fast, cheap, and more confidential Bitcoin or US, Euro, or Canadian dollar stablecoins peer-to-peer without any middleman. Avoid front-running by using Liquid's confidential transactions when sending large amounts of Bitcoin or USDT to exchanges like Bitfinex or BISC. Build a portfolio of security tokens like the Blockstream mining node or the EXO equity token. As an everyday user, you can also lend and borrow Bitcoin on platforms such as HODL HODL. Earn Bitcoin by providing liquidity for DeFi projects on BitMatrix. Issue, purchase, or use voucher coupons to get special discounts. For example, users can get special discounts right now on several items that are listed on the Blockstream store by checking out the token market on SideSwap. This includes a 15% discount on my favorite hardware wallet, the Jade. Create or bid on NFTs and physical art on RareToshi. Tokenize or purchase real estate on Maven NFT. Or, if you're an institution or business, you can tokenize company equity and debt, issue bonds, and other financial instruments. You'll also need a Liquid wallet to hold your Liquid Bitcoin and other Liquid assets. Luckily, you have quite a few to choose from. Here are some of our favorites. Aqua. It's a user-friendly wallet where you can purchase Bitcoin and Liquid Bitcoin in the app with your credit card. Blockstream Green is a security and privacy-focused wallet with multi-sig and two-factor authentication from Blockstream. It is also compatible with the Blockstream Jade hardware wallet. Marina is a browser extension wallet that is built for convenience. This wallet works great with the new automatic market maker from BitMatrix. Spectre is a desktop wallet that allows you to set up a Liquid node within the app and store your Liquid assets. There is also a built-in Liquid asset issuer tool, and it is also compatible with the Jade hardware wallet. Platforms that are compatible with Liquid will also have their own wallets built in, such as SideSwap, Bitfinex, Sabavo, and many others. Some of these wallets are non-custodial, some are not. So make sure you do your own research, but we think it's a good policy to have a pure wallet dedicated to securing your assets where you control your own keys. The next and final step we'll discuss is how to get Liquid Bitcoin. Liquid Bitcoin is a special Liquid asset as it is verifiably backed one-to-one with Bitcoin on the main chain. Liquid Bitcoin is the network's native token, and it is required to cover transaction fees when sending assets. For example, if you send USDT to a friend, you'll need a small amount of Liquid Bitcoin in your wallet to cover the transaction costs, which is averaging around 300 sats, or roughly 5 cents in today's Bitcoin price of $21,000. You can get Liquid Bitcoin through many different ways and on many different types of platforms. For example, you could purchase directly from brokerages like Bitcoin Reserve or Bull Bitcoin. These are probably best suited for large purchase amounts. Or you can use certain exchanges like Bitfinex and BTC Turk. Or you can even bridge in your own Bitcoin if you run your own Liquid node. You're going to need a little bit more technical know-how, so this might not be suited for everybody. For today's episode, we'll be transferring our Bitcoin to Liquid Bitcoin through one of the swap platforms that I mentioned earlier called SideSwap. We highly recommend SideSwap because it's one of the easiest ways to start trading assets trustlessly on the Liquid network. You'll first need to download the SideSwap app for your mobile device or your desktop and create or import a Liquid wallet. Once your wallet is made, you'll go to the Peg In, Peg Out feature of the app. This allows you to switch between main chain Bitcoin and Liquid Bitcoin. When you choose to peg in or transfer your Bitcoin to Liquid Bitcoin, there is a small fee of 0.1%. For other transactions on SideSwap, the fee structure is as follows. Pegging in, which is transferring Bitcoin to Liquid Bitcoin, has a 0.1% fee. Pegging out, which is transferring Liquid Bitcoin to main chain Bitcoin, is 0.1% fee. Instant swaps have a 0.75% spread, and the swap market trades have a 0.1% fee. Great. So now that I'm in my SideSwap app, I can now peg in some Bitcoin and receive some Liquid Bitcoin. So in order to do that, I'm going to go over to this third tab, and I'm going to go over to the Peg In/Peg Out tab. From here, it's going to tell you that for larger peg-in transactions, you might need to wait 102 confirmations. I don't need to wait that long because I'm not sending that much Bitcoin over. Great. So from here, it'll let you pick down from the drop-down menu on what asset you want to send over. For this example, I will be simply sending over some Bitcoin. From there, it will tell us that we are going to receive some Liquid Bitcoin, which is exactly what we want. And so we're going to press Peg In. Awesome. From here, it's going to give us a new pop-up menu, and it is going to ask us to copy over the address, and it's going to ask for a minimum of 10,000 sats. So this is when I'm going to go to my green wallet, and I already have my Bitcoin wallet open, so I'm going to go to my account that has some funds in there, and I'm going to simply press send. From there, I'm going to paste in my address that I got from SideSwap. I'm going to pick which coins I want, manual coin selection, coin select. And if you remember, we did this in an earlier video where we talked about coin selection. So check out that. And that'll be linked in the description down below. Great. So we're going to send all of these sats from this UTXO. And the network fee, we're in no particular rush, so we'll go the 1 sat per byte. Great. We'll review. And for my notes, I'm going to put in SideSwap. Great. So I'm going to press send. Awesome. So it tells the green wallet now says my transaction is being sent. So now we can go over to our Liquid, and you can see that the transaction has been confirmed within Liquid. So now we have to wait a couple minutes to make sure we get to get the Liquid Bitcoin from our peg-in. So let's wait for that to happen. Great. After waiting a couple minutes, we can see that our peg-in worked, and now we have 48,000 sats of Liquid Bitcoin. Nice job. So now I'm going to take this Liquid Bitcoin and send it to my Blockstream green wallet. So in order to do that, I'm going to go up to the upper right-hand corner in my SideSwap wallet, and I need to grab an address first. So I'm actually going to go to my green wallet, and I'm going to go to my Liquid wallet, and I'm going to press receive. From there, I'm going to copy my Liquid address, and I'm going to go back to Liquid, and now I'll go up to the upper right hand corner and press send. I'm going to paste in my address, and I want to send all of my Liquid Bitcoin from my SideSwap to my Liquid Bitcoin wallet in my green wallet. From there, I'm going to press max. I'm going to press review. The address looks right to me, and the network fee looks good to me. So with that, I'm going to press broadcast. The transaction is sent. And if you remember from earlier, each confirmation takes 1 minute to send or to confirm. So we're going to wait 2 minutes, and we will see our Liquid Bitcoin within our green wallet. So let's wait for that. As you can see, an unconfirmed transaction came in. So let's wait our 2 minutes. Great. After waiting 2 minutes, we can see that our transaction is confirmed. And now we have our Liquid Bitcoin within our green wallet. Nice job. That's it for today, folks. Let's quickly summarize what we learned today. We first discussed what the Liquid Network is. It's a Bitcoin Layer 2 solution with a focus on financial applications and markets. We also learned about some of the cool functions that Liquid offers, such as faster block times, confidential transactions, and the ability to issue new stablecoins, security tokens, bonds, equity tokens, vouchers, NFTs, and much, much more. Then we shared with you a list of new finance tooling currently available to users, including portfolio construction, trustless swaps, lending and borrowing, providing liquidity for decentralized applications, tokenization of real estate, art, equities, and debt, and other real-world assets. Then we shared some of our favorite liquid wallets, which include Aqua, Green, Marina, Spectre, and more. And then finally, we discussed on how to get some liquid Bitcoin through the SideSwap app and how to send back and forth to our Green wallet. Before we go, I also want to give a special thanks to James for joining us in cyberspace. Thank you for doing such a great job explaining how confidential transactions work. So make sure you go follow him on Twitter. And finally, if you have any other questions related to Liquid, feel free to reach out to us in the comments section down below. We're always looking for new topics to cover. And as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, continue stacking those sats, and remember, don't trust, verify.